The rootedness that binds you to a place and its people is not merely a backdrop for small-town comfort, but a profound inheritance demanding you confront the parts of yourself that have been conditioned to equate belonging with self-erasure and silent endurance. And true homecoming requires not preserving tradition through dutiful compliance alone, but integrating the weight of your own evolution until staying becomes an act of radical self-possession rather than performative obligation. In When You Stayed, Ashley Muñoz transforms the generational family saga trope into precise exploration of ancestral sovereignty and embodied accountability, proving connection isn't found in maintaining the status quo. It's forged in honoring the person beneath the legacy when every community expectation demands you remain either loyal daughter or restless runaway. From porch swing and heirloom garden narration, listeners enter worlds where memory is syntax and presence is the only unbreakable root. Perfect for fans of emotionally intelligent women's fiction, where female complexity defies sacrificial caretaker stereotypes. When Alara Vance returns to Rose Ridge, expecting to fulfill familial duty through quiet service, she discovers the town's enduring rhythm mirrors the exact suppression she's endured beneath years of performative stability. And childhood friend Julian Thorne's quiet refusal to treat her return as temporary creates space for connection defying generational hierarchy. Navigating inherited responsibilities and buried attractions, Alara realizes this homecoming isn't about preservation but recalibration. With Muñoz avoids reducing Alara to dutiful heir or Julian to nostalgic anchor, instead crafting radical reciprocity with constraint, where trust is earned through honoring boundaries even as history blurs them. And audiobook narration amplifies this alchemy by capturing Alara's disciplined composure fracturing into clarity, and Julian's guarded intensity revealing warmth beneath vigilance, making listeners feel seismic shifts of souls learning some roots can only be claimed when you stop letting lineage define their validity. What elevates this beyond typical family saga fare is portraying ancestral intimacy as somatic practice rather than romanticized nostalgia, with Alara confronting how small-town culture equated worth with compliance, while Julian creates sanctuary where her contradictions exist without diminishment, their relationship evolving through shared silences during harvest preparations, bypassing performance, rhythms protecting both communal integrity and psychological safety, and mutual defense against relatives mistaking tenderness for weakness, supported by fellow descendants encoding suppressed grief, elders carrying intergenerational weight, and Rose Ridge itself absorbing decades of unspoken bargains, reinforcing that in extraction-based systems, tenderness toward process is technique, and presence is sustainable resource, with family rituals mirroring emotional attunement, and shared meals becoming metaphors for earned trust. For audiobook listeners, this production is immersive descent into sacred reclamation, with narrators embodying Alara and Julian with remarkable distinction, sound design anchoring existential stakes through distant church bells, rain against farmhouse windows, and hushed breath syncing with moments of clarity, pacing mirroring seasonal cadence from deliberate reflection to surging awakenings, ultimately redefining generational fiction by centering female epistemology with ancestral frameworks, and affirming that sometimes the most powerful act is choosing to stay on your own terms, honoring whole self even in landscapes shaped by expectation.